In my view, it'd be nearly impossible to do it properly after you've moved in and the building's finished. The only way you can do it is the way it's been done here. You've got to do it before and work with the builders to get it done properly.
Look, I don't think I would have moved forward and put speakers in after the build. I'm the sort of person that likes everything to be finished and completed when I get here. I don't like a mess. So the thought of not having them in and then waiting until the build was finished just wasn't an option for me. I would never have put them in if they weren't put in through the build.
Well, certainly for Starfish, allowing the installation throughout the building phase is a real asset. I think personally it's a no-brainer to try and go in afterwards and install, and all the finishing touches and painting and cutting that would be required, it's just it doesn't make sense. So to actually install during the building phase is a lot more sensible, I would have thought.
The last thing I want is for someone to come traipsing through my brand new home after the fact and start carving holes out of ceilings and walls. It makes more sense to have it done during the build.
Look, our advice to other builders and developers would be, follow that lead that applied in our case, where obviously the developer and eHome Plus worked well together. It gave us, the opportunity to have, for about 5% on top of the normal purchase price of the apartment, not a huge premium, all that extra convenience. And given that the developer knew at the beginning that that was all going to happen, it shouldn't have been, a big impost on them. And you've got much more satisfied clients. You're probably opening yourself up to more people who are going to be interested in buying the apartments when those sorts of services and facilities are available. So we'd certainly say, based on our experience, that developers and builders would be wise to listen to people like eHome Plus and embrace that opportunity.
It was a great opportunity to do it before they moved in, because the wiring has to be done prior to it being built. So thinking wisely was doing it prior to the development being built.
Well, what I've noticed is that most new developers, progressive, forward-thinking ones at least, are actually looking to get these systems done or offer the solution for the people. And we obviously don't want to be cutting holes in ceilings afterwards. A lot of them are multi-story, which quite often it can't be done afterwards. And so we want to make sure that we keep the clients happy and we keep the developers and builders happy, and we can progress forward that way.
The fact that you can build a property, right from the start, with the opportunity to get sort of rental gains and not have to, punch holes in walls, recable, make a mess basically, and interrupt tenants and things like that, really appealed to us. The fact that you don't have to have a more expensive outlay because you've built the solution, sort of into the build rather than following a build was really, really attractive. And actually I was thinking that it would be even better to know earlier about the opportunity for the solution, because you can then build that into the base of the home loan as well, the investment loan. So I would say to Starfish that letting prospective investors know about the opportunity in the package would be even more attractive, I think, than even later, further down the track.
Yeah, look, I think if there's an opportunity for the developer and the eventual unit owners to get someone like eHome Plus or eHome Plus during that construction stage, I think it's really important, and not trying to leave it till after settle and then wasting weeks and weeks and weeks again, and then having to fix everything up. I guess if you're trying to actually fit it out, that's a big plus, sure.